Good morning and welcome to this fertility yoga class. This particular class is suitable for whichever stage of the cycle you're currently in. If you'd like a yoga class designed specifically for one of the different stages of the cycle, you'll find them in my online yoga circle, which has hundreds of classes for trying to conceive and is also a beautiful community of other women in the same space as you. You don't need any specific yoga props for this class, though of course, if you'd like to bring in bolsters or blankets or blocks just to make yourself more comfortable, please feel free to do so. Let's start our class today in a seated position. If this isn't comfortable sitting on your heels, you can of course cross the legs and come to sit on the bottom or take the legs out in front of you. Make this position work for you just so that you can bring your awareness to the body. Take a moment to arrive here in our practice on our mats. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. Let the face soften. And take a few full, deep grounding breaths. I talk a lot in my fertility yoga classes about leaning into feeling hopeful, which is really hard when you're on a fertility journey. And so I'd like us to explore this theme today. So as we start our class, I'd like for us to set the intention. So bring both hands to the heart. Take a breath into that heart space. And we're simply setting the intention to lean into hope, which means that sometimes we probably won't feel hopeful. Sometimes we'll doubt and question, but we're making space for those feelings and emotions as well. Good. I want you to bring the hands forward, coming into your tabletop as we move into our cat-cow. So knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, I want you to lift the head, lift the tail, let the belly sink. And then take a full breath, a full exhale to slowly round. See if you can notice the vertebrae moving individually, pressing the floor away, pressing into the tops of the feet, rounding through the back. And then inhale, lift the head, lift the tail. And exhale, round. We're going to make our round move in a different direction now. So bring your back towards the right and then let the chest drop down as we roll to the left and then round through the back once more. So just exploring a cat-cow in a different plane of movement. Feel free to bend the elbows as much as you need. Maybe noticing any sticky spots in the back. And then come back to center and we reverse in the opposite direction. So round to the left, let the chest sink, round again. Keep focus on the breath. Good. When you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes under. Press the floor away as you lift up into your downward facing dog, gently drawing down with the heels, lifting the tailbone high, maybe taking side to side, pedaling out through the legs if that feels good in your body. And then inhale the left leg tall, bend the knee, open out through the hip, maybe looking up through that left armpit. And then inhale that left leg forward, stepping it the outside of the hands. You can bring that back knee down if this feels better for you today. Maybe you're feeling low energy, maybe you're menstruating and you want to keep it a little more grounded today. Or you can pick up the back knee. It's up to you. I'm just going to rock and roll forward and back in this position. So you can do this on the knees as well. Just breathing here. And then when you're ready to, If you're taking it gently and easy today, you can use the front leg to rise the body. If you're feeling a little bit stronger, you can inhale, rise the arms up, and drop the shoulders down and away. So remember, you can be in the kneeling position here, and that's absolutely okay. Breathing here. Good. I want you to bring the left hand down and reach it towards that back leg, taking a bit of a twist here. Just breathing into the body. This might be challenging, and that's okay. See if you can notice the breath. Remember, you can always rest if you need. And then come back to center. We're going to hook this arm up and behind us. Bring the other one back until you find that bicep. Good. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together as you gently open the heart. And then exhale, we're coming down to our humble warrior. So we're starting to build a little heat here, but we're moving super slowly and mindfully, keeping in mind that if it's too challenging, we can bring that back knee down and make it a little bit more gentle. Two more here. See if you can open the heart at the top. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. Bring that back knee down if it's not already there. Take the arms to the sky, inhale. As you exhale, frame that front foot and straighten up the front leg as you fold the body over, getting a beautiful hamstring stretch here. See if you can relax through the head and neck. Keep leaning backwards till you can come and take a seat all the way down. You might need to adjust so that you're feeling a little bit more balanced here through the legs. And then reach to the outside of that front leg and gently twist behind you. So nice open twist here, no compression through the belly, making it suitable for all stages. Each inhale lifts you a little higher, each exhale twist a little more. Good, release back to center. I'm going to bring this leg around now. I'm going to bring the foot into the elbow and hold the leg, gently rocking from side to side, releasing out through the hip, releasing any tension in the pelvis. So you can go round and round if that feels nice. If it's too much to grip the leg so closely, you can loosen off and just hold with the hands if that feels better, like you're stirring the pot with your foot. Whichever works and feels best in your body, do that. And then see if you can just get yourself into a rhythmic rocking. So we know that rocking and rolling is quite soothing, this rhythmic motion. Soothing for our nervous system, helps to tell the body that we're safe. So when we're highly stressed, worried about things, these movements that we can do, we can tell the body it's okay. And the more that we do, the more that we practice, also starting to focus the mind away from those stressful thoughts, the more grounded and relaxed we can feel. Good. Let's release the leg out in front of us. We're bringing both soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. We've got this nice diamond shape with the leg. I want you to hold on to the shins and open up through the heart. And then exhale, gently round forward. Drawing back as you inhale, opening through the heart. And then exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, opening. Exhale and rounding. Inhale and exhale. As you repeat this movement, I want you to think of a time in your life where you've been through something challenging. So not this fertility journey at the moment, something before that. It might be in your childhood, in past relationships. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe it was a death of a loved one. I just want you to cast your mind to that time and how you felt in the period of time after this event, and how similar it might be to the experience that you're currently going through, the uncertainty, the worry, this feeling like this overwhelming emotional sensation or dread is never going to go away. And then I want you to notice how over time that feeling did go away, and you're likely in a place where you've moved past it. And that even though you possibly didn't feel strong enough for it, you were, and you got through. I just want you to hold that little feeling really close to your heart today as you remind yourself that this hard journey is one that one day will also be in the past. And even though you may not feel strong enough to go through it today, reach back to that time where you've already been through really hard things and lean into that knowing that you will get through this too. When you're ready, we're going to bring the legs to the side, roll over the legs, and we're coming back into our downward facing dog, repeating that sequence on the opposite side. So press into the mat, lift the tailbone high, maybe pedal out through the legs once more. As you inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open out through the hip, maybe take a gaze up through that right armpit. And then as you inhale, bring that right knee forward, step the right foot to the outside of the hands. Perhaps you're bringing that back knee down once more. And we're just taking that rock and roll here through the hips. Then when you're ready, we're either using the hands to support ourselves to come up with that front thigh or rising the arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down and away. Next breath, that right arm is reaching down the back leg. See if you can find a little space through the twist here. You might want to lean a little deeper into the legs, challenge through the legs, or of course you can have that back knee down here. Good, inhale, come back through center. We're gonna hook that right arm up and reach around to the opposite hip as we bring this left hand back and hold onto the bicep. Big breath in here, maybe shining the heart a little bit more towards the sky. And then exhale, lean forwards. Humble warrior. You could release the head and neck down if that feels nice. Pressing into the front leg, coming all the way back up. Remembering this can also be done from the knees. If you're low energy today or just not feeling it, come back to the knees. If you're feeling strong and you want to challenge your body, remind yourself how strong you are. Then you're in the full humble warrior legs. Inhale, rise it up. Last one, exhale. Good, release the hands, inhale towards the sky. Exhale, we're coming all the way down. Frame that front foot, bring the back knee down. Shift the weight back as we fold over that front leg. Beautiful, well-deserved hamstring stretch here after working those legs hard. So often fertility yoga classes are quite gentle, and mine included, but I want you to also know they don't have to always be super gentle. You can move, you can challenge your body when you're trying to conceive, and sometimes that's actually what you need. If you live a very sedentary life, if you're feeling stuck in stress, sometimes we need this movement to shift those emotions and shift that stress. I also found that my yoga practice, and especially a challenging yoga practice, also, let's come to sit back, helped to remind me how strong and capable I was when, throughout 3 losses in 12 months, I did feel like my body was broken and it wasn't strong. So that really helped me to focus on what my body could do. Let's inhale. And then we're twisting around, holding onto the outside of the leg, looking over that right shoulder. Breathing here. Good. Releasing back to the front. We're going to bring this leg all the way around once more. Bring the soles of the feet together. We've been here before. Inhale, open through the heart. And exhale and fold. This time we're going to stay. So find some stillness. Let the head bow. Maybe bowing down in surrender. Trusting that all that's happened, the timing of everything so far, is actually exactly as it's meant to unfold. Despite how unfair that feels. Trust. Lean into that knowing that you are strong enough for this. Instead of feeling like you need to fight that reality. Even though we don't understand it in the moment, trust. This is where you're meant to be. Everything is exactly as it is, and all that's meant for you is coming. Good. Gently release the body back. Bring the hands behind you and bring the soles of the feet to the floor so you can move the hips forward slightly if that's more comfortable. So the feet are at about hip distance. Fingertips are pointing towards the feet. As you inhale, we're lifting the hips up. And if it feels nice to do so, you could release the head and neck behind you. Stretching into the arms, the chest. As you exhale, bring the hips back down and bring both legs wide. Make the space if you don't have it. So as wide as they can go. And then you might choose to stay upright here. So just feeling that stretch through the inner thigh. You could choose to take some circles here and explore how that feels in your body. Or you could choose to tilt the pelvis forward, so making sure we're not rounding through that low back. Tilting the pelvis forward, gently leaning forward to increase the stretch through the inner thigh and groin. Breathing here. See if you can check in with the face and the neck. You're not holding any of these parts of your body tight. And slowly releasing the arms back up. Bringing the knees in towards each other, hugging them in tightly. Feeling held by your own body, your own practice. Squeezing the arms and legs in. And then when you're ready to, we're coming into a lying position on our back. So you can roll your way down. Bring the knees into the chest and then bring the soles of the feet towards each other as you bring the legs into butterfly. Now this is quite an intense stretch through the groin for some people. So you might like to bring bolsters or cushions underneath the legs just so that they're not stretching as much. And then bring the hands onto the belly. Adjust the shoulders and head. Have that last final little wriggle. And take 3 full deep breaths, really just to arrive here. you to allow yourself to feel held by the floor and supports beneath you. Really letting go. So, physically, letting go of the gripping of the muscles, but also emotionally letting go, not feeling like you need to hold anything in, allowing and letting it be. And leaning into that faith and trust that everything today is exactly as it's meant to be. Knowing that you can let go of that tight grip that you've had on everything, trying to control everything, trying to recognize what parts are actually in your control and focusing on them. You can control the way you move your body, the way you fuel your body, the way you think, the way you handle stress. And unfortunately, there's lots you can't control: the timing, when it happens, how it happens, what you have to go through to get there. Start focusing on those things that you can control, bringing a sense of surrender and allowing to the rest. On your next breath, we start to bring some movement back, support the legs to come in, soles of the feet on the floor, let the knees knock in towards each other. Whereas the arms above the head, gently stretching out through the chest. You might like to take a little supine twist here, letting the knees fall to one side. And then the other. And when you're ready to, rolling onto one side, just taking a moment here. And then pushing the floor away, coming up to have a seat. And we bring our hands to prayer at the heart center. Come back to that intention of leaning into hope, into trust, into faith, whatever that looks like for you. And then I'd like to encourage you to set an intention for the week going forward. What would you like to bring into the next week? Is it a sense of peace, a sense of calm, maybe a renewed sense of energy? Focus on the things that you can control. Set an intention for how you would like to show up in that way. And then start acting as if you're already there. I hope you enjoyed this practice today. You have a beautiful day. I can't wait to practice with you again soon.